Hey there everyone, welcome to another video of Foxandroid. So in this video we're going to learn how to implement navigation drawer along with fragments using Kotlin as the backend language, right? So in a single activity we'll implement a navigation drawer, and on selecting a certain item from the navigation drawer we'll change the fragments inside that activity, right? So let me just demonstrate what we will get by the end of this video. So if I just tap on this hamburger sign, so you can see this particular navigation drawer has opened up, and if I just tap on any item, for example home, so you can see the fragments has been changed, and you can see at the top the name of this particular fragment is appeared and the home is selected. If I tap on message, the fragment gets changed with the message fragment, and if I just open settings, we open up the settings fragments, right? So this is what we'll be getting by the end of this video. If you want to implement the same to your Android application, make sure to watch this video till the end. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification of the upcoming videos, and by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So before starting the tutorial, I assume that you have implemented a navigation drawer to your particular activity, right? And if not, I assume that you do know that how to implement a navigation drawer. And if it is not among both the cases, then I already have a video on this in which I have implemented this navigation drawer, right? I'll continue from there only where we left when we implemented this navigation drawer. So you can click on this I button and watch that video first, or I'll put the link in the description. And I'll highly recommend that you watch that tutorial first if you do not know how to implement a navigation drawer, otherwise you'll get confused. So now assume that you have implemented the navigation drawer. So let us just continue. So first we're gonna implement certain fragments. So let me just quickly do that. Right click on this app, new fragment, and we get blank fragment, right? So let me just name it as home fragment. So guys, here you can see we have added three fragments, right? Home, message and settings, because we'll be implementing three fragments only, otherwise this tutorial will get a quite long tutorial. So you can do it with as many fragments as you want. So let's just design this. So I'll simply add a text view in every fragment, right? Similarly, we'll do it with the message and settings fragment. So let me just quickly do that. So guys, here you can see that we have just implemented a basic design in all the three fragments. Now we'll go to our main activity where we have implemented a navigation drawer, right? So our root layout is drawer layout, and here you can see inside the child layout I have added a text view. I'll simply delete this because we are going to implement a frame layout here. So guys, we have got the frame layout inside this constraint layout, right? That is under the drawer layout. So now we'll just go to the backend code of our main activity. So here you can see that we have this code for the implementing the navigation drawer, right? And here we those whenever user taps on any of the items, menu items of the navigation drawer, right? So the very first thing we are going to do is we are going to make this accessible outside the on-page, that is the drawer layout. So I'll define it here. So latent var so here whenever a user taps on any item, what we want to do is we want to replace the frame layout with any of the fragments. So for that we'll just create a method. So I'll create that method here. So okay, we have created this function replace fragment. So what we will do is we'll get the reference for the fragment manager. So okay, this is how we'll replace our frame layout with the fragment that will be passed to this function. So we'll call this function here whenever a user taps on any of the menu items. So for example, if user taps on this home item, then I'll call this method replace fragment, and here I'll pass the object of home fragment, right? And for the title, we are passing this title because we want at the top toolbar the name of that particular fragment should be visible. So for that we'll use it dot title dot toString, right? And similarly we'll do that for message menu item and settings. So let me just quickly do that. Right, we have implemented this for 3 menu items. You can implement for all of them. The code will remain the same, right? And now what we want to do is we want to highlight that particular item on which the user has tapped. So for that we'll use it dot is checked is equal to true, so it will highlight that item. So after that, here in the replace fragment, what we want to do is we want to set the title that the user has passed. So set title, and we'll set the title from the arguments that we are getting in this function. And the last thing we are going to do is we are going to close the drawer. So whenever the user taps on that drawer, the drawer should get closed. For that, to implement this thing. So now let me just quickly install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So okay guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone. As you can see on my mobile screen, if I just tap on this hamburger sign and if I select a fragment, you can see we have got the message fragment, and similarly we can select the home fragment and settings as well. So I guess we have successfully implemented this feature to our Android application, and I also hope that you guys have understood the code. But still, if you have any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram username will be there on the screen right now. And if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and in case you're on this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification of the upcoming videos. So that is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.